Welcome to the weekly update brought to you by the Spectator. I'm Braxton McLean.
And I'm Evan Fox.
The Dilettante's literary magazine has started accepting submissions for its 2015 issue. It is currently accepting fiction and nonfiction short stories, poetry, one-act plays, and artwork. The deadline for submissions is December 22nd, with the cash prize being offered the first, second, and third place submissions in prose and poetry. For more information, visit muw.edu/dilettante.
On Monday, November 24th, the theater department is hosting Mission Improbable at 7:30 p.m. The Mission Improbable is an improv group comprised of current students and theater alumni. The event will last 1 hour and will feature the group playing various improv games while interacting with the audience. The event is free and open to the public.
The Gordy Honors College Research Symposium is now underway. The symposium is open to the public and enables senior students to present their research projects and proposals. The symposium is scheduled on 2 different dates. The first session took place on Thursday, November 20th. Students' projects included Cassie Chaheb's research into how non-white ethnicities are portrayed in popular young adult science fiction and fantasy literature, along with Kirsten Crawford's exploration of American and British female coming-of-age stories. The next session will occur on Thursday, December 4th. Student projects will include Sade Meek's experiment testing the quality of processed food versus organic foods, while Amber Schofter's project focuses on parent experiences as they decide to be for or against cochlear implantation. The event will start at 6 p.m. in Nissan Auditorium and is open to the public.
Do you have trouble figuring out what to do for dinner on Thanksgiving? Or maybe you're a college student who wants a nice dinner, but you don't have the money. The Spectator's own Charlie Benton has a relatively cheap and easy way to have a quality Thanksgiving entree that can easily feed 4 or 5 people.
Hello, I'm Charlie Benton, and today we will be making a roasted turkey breast and gravy to go along with it. Alright, so we begin by slicing our aromatics. We have onions, celery's in the bowl. We're working on our garlic now. You can chop it fairly rough since we're not going to eat this. It's just going to perfume and flavor the bird. And be sure to use a sharp knife over a good cutting board. You'll thank yourself, your knife will thank you, your fingers will thank you, because you'll have all of them anyways. Now we are cutting up some rosemary. You can use other herbs. Sage is very nice, very traditional. Thyme would work too, so would parsley, but we're using rosemary today because that's what we have on hand. It's a nice flavor. Don't use too much though. It can get really, really overwhelming in large amounts. You will know it's there. And now our breast has been barded, wrapped in bacon, and so over the aromatics we season with salt and black pepper and into the oven for 2 hours at about 350 degrees. Good Lord, that looks delicious. And we're rendering bacon fat to begin the gravy. We can just set that aside, and now the breast comes out of the oven. After about 2 hours, check it a little sooner. You don't want to overcook it. That's bad. However, undercooking it would be pretty awful too. And it smells great. And now we check it for doneness. We stick a paring knife into the middle, and if clear juices flow, you should be good. If you have a meat thermometer, check it in the middle. It should register 165 degrees. Now we drain off the turkey drippings. That will go into the gravy in a minute. And you can just discard those vegetables. They have served their purpose and served it well. You don't need them anymore. And drain those drippings. And now we begin our roux to start the gravy. We have the bacon fat over medium heat, and we begin adding flour. It should be about 50-50 flour to fat. Whisk. Don't take your eyes off of it. It will burn if you do. All right, and we have it at a nice blonde stage. And in go the turkey drippings. And just keep whisking. Don't let it clump up. Add the broth, which is unsalted. You can control the seasoning a lot better with an unsalted broth. And let it cook a bit. And season to taste with salt. And black pepper. And if you do a whole bird, you can boil or saute the giblets, chop them up and put them in there as well. Add a little Worcestershire sauce. Gives it a nice extra dimension. A few extra flavors. Let it cook down some. Nice and thick. Taste as you go. Make sure everything's in balance. And into a bowl to be served with the bird. And we're slicing our turkey now. It has rested for 15 minutes in aluminum foil. Makes it nice and juicy. Lets the cooking stop, and we serve it with some gravy. Bon appetit.
Thanks for that, Charlie. Speaking of dinner, the international students of the W are hosting an International Food Fest on December 1st from 5 to 7 p.m. in the Presidential Dining Room in Hogarth. The event will feature food from 7 different regions, including Sri Lanka, Germany, Nigeria, Nepal, East Africa, Jamaica, and Venezuela. Tickets are $4 per person.
That's all for today, folks. Until next time, I'm Evan Fox.
And I'm Braxton McLean. Have a great Thanksgiving.